Hey, what's going on everybody? I'm AnimusJ and welcome back to JWorld. You'll notice I'm a little bit incomplete at the moment, aren't I? Yeah, I'm not wearing any shoes. Well, I'm wearing my shoes. I'm just not wearing fancy diamond shoes. There's a story behind that, and that was intentional. Don't start counting me already. Okay, first of all, ta-da! Check this out. Let me give you a better view. Look at this. Yeah, we're doing good. I gotta be careful on these scaffolds because I pressed shift on them. See, you're supposed to, okay. See, I pressed shift on it, which is crouch for those of you using, Xbox or Pocket Edition, whatever. Anyways, but one of the times I did it, I fell right through. So I don't know if that's a bug or what, but anyways, I'll shift on the diorite. But look at this. Yeah, we've got the four primary directions dug out, and I started digging out. What did I start digging out? Oh, right there I started digging out. Now these corners are not going to be all the way dug out. They're going to be kind of slanted in a bit, and we're going to round it off a little bit in order to make it look like the island was ripped out, but it is going to still go all the way to bedrock like that. I'll catch you up on what we did in the last video that you didn't get to see because I'm sorry guys, OBS is something screwed up. It might have been my fault. If you've been with me for a while, you know my deal with OBS. You know my struggle, guys. I swear it hates me. I don't know what it is, but it hates me. Anyways, last episode, guys, what happened is things got the entire episode recorded extremely blurry, and I'm sorry. It's something that I suppose I should have caught because I know a lot of people, what they do is they review their clips before they record the next one, and I promise guys that's something that I'm gonna start doing. What I used to do is I would just record and I would remember where I left off at, and then I would record the next one. But the problem is things like that happen, and then the video ends up making no sense to you guys. So we're here in the nether because what I built is a guardian farm. And no, I didn't build it in the nether, of course. I built it in the overworld, but it sends the guardians to this chamber right here. Now, here's the reason why I don't have any shoes. I came out of this portal, which is where you come from the guardian farm. And I came up to here and I had no armor on. I had taken it off so that I could mend my tools, and I got jumped by a magma slime. Is that what they're called? Yes. And oh no, don't break my portal. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't have a bow on me. Go away. No, stop it. Okay, we made it. Let's let this lag me out a little bit while it loads. Okay, here is the Guardian Farm, and let me just drop down there and give you guys a quick tour of it. There's not an official way down because the whole thing is you really don't go down here, you only go up to exit. So what we have is we have a pressure plate up at the top. I stand on that pressure plate, and what it does is it retracts every one of these pistons. Now, each of these chambers is a location where guardians spawn, just like this guy right here. And then they just chill inside of these chambers, basically, until I lift the pistons. And once I lift the pistons, they go in through the nether portal, and then they fall into the chamber. Yeah, they can shoot me through the nether portals there. So anyways, this is the Guardian Farm, and it is extremely effective. If I go up to the top, and yeah, it's kind of a parkour deal still right now. And the reason we didn't decorate this, guys, is because I had so many issues building this thing. I kept having to correct things. I kept having to change the trident killer and all of that stuff. But so anyways, I stand on this pressure plate and they come pouring in. But so I went through the nether portal just before I was recording this. I took off all my armor. Typically what I do is while I'm standing here, I take off all of my armor. And because if you didn't know, having armor on that has mending on it like mine does, what it does is the XP goes to that, and then when it's repaired that, it just goes to your levels rather than fixing whatever's in your hand. So I don't want to stand here too much longer because I really don't need to repair anything. I don't need to mend anything. But I went into the portal, and when I came out, there was a magma cube waiting for me, kind of like, yeah, get wrecked. He was waiting right here, and I was still lagging out from everything loading in, and he jumped me, guys, and I didn't have any armor on, and I was still lagging from the chunks loading. And so I tried to run away, and I came down here, and he followed me, and of course I hit him, and then he broke into two. And guys, I couldn't get into this hole right here to get to safety, and yeah, he killed me. So I'm pretty sure I got everything back. I mean, I got all my tools. I just didn't get my boots. Anyways, looking at this Guardian farm, so you can see they've all dropped into here. They've dropped through just 2 blocks of lava, and then they sit in here, and then what I've set up is a trident killer designed by Silent Whisperer. So I turn this on, and then I stand right here, and you can see the experience just comes pouring in. And you can see I was already level 39 when we started this thing, and that's because I still had to repair my pick after dying from the magma cube, and so those guys repaired both my pick and my shovel and got me up to level 39. And I had only been up there above the AFK farm for like a minute, maybe 2 minutes at the max. So this thing's pretty awesome, guys. And if I hold my looting sword in my hand while I'm doing it, it applies the looting effect. So if you need to know about trident killers, Silent Whisperer, check him out. He's amazing. He's awesome. I did have to modify his build because this is in the nether. Obviously, we can't use water. Well, that's debatable, and I'm still going to try to figure that out. But anyways, what we need to do, as I'm blathering on, is I need to get new boots, and then I'm going to head over, and what we're going to do, what we decided at the end of the last episode, is that today's video was going to be building a storage system. And the reason we're doing storage system is because if you look at this, I have so much stuff. Oh, look at this guy. Hi, no thank you. I'm not interested in buying any Girl Scout cookies, thanks. And like I said, every single one of these chests is completely full. And you would think that I had tons and tons of ores from this. Oh, there's an empty one. But no, that's not so much the case. 30 diamond blocks, diamond ores anyways. We got quite a bit of iron, to be honest. Almost no gold, lots of coal, and a bit of lapis, a bit of redstone. Honestly, I thought we would have so much more from digging out entire chunks like that, but I guess that's not exactly how it works, and that's why we do strip mining the way we do, which if you need to know the best way to find diamonds, I do have a video on that popping up in the top right hand corner right now. So reflecting back on what's going on in our world, which would be the zombie apocalypse, and we have all the top tier people trying to escape to the Skylands, thinking that this is an apocalyptic, or rather post-apocalyptic environment, it would not make sense to have an abundant amount of resources because, of course, in an apocalypse, what people are going to do is ravage and ransack the land. Now, we need a ton of wood in order to build our storage system in the bottom of the pyramid over there, and I thought, what better place to get it than this forest right here? So we're going to clear this forest out. We're going to clear a lot of it, maybe not all of it, but a lot of it. And we're going to leave it looking like it has been cleared, though. We're not going to make it just look like a plains where there's no stumps or anything. We're going to leave the stumps in the ground. That way you can tell that this forest was here and now is not, because it's been, like I said, ransacked, post-apocalyptic, harvest, resource, so on and so forth, all of that good thing. So this way, what we're doing is we're adding to the overall look that we are in a world where the apocalypse has happened and people have destroyed the land just trying to survive off of it. And just like that, we've cleared out not an entire forest, but quite a bit of one. I don't know if it looks like much to you, but it definitely felt like a lot to me. Most of this, remember, was dark oak, which is an incredible pain to chop down. So I think we might continue working off in that direction eventually, but I don't know. Now, as I was doing this, I started to realize that this direction, this side, is actually a little bit away from the area that we're kind of working in. Because if you look at the Skylands over there, in between the Skylands and the villages, that birch/oak forest over there, and then the pyramid. So really, if you go from the pyramid to the Skylands, along with our village, we have that. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I made a mistake in clearing out the forest that I did. Maybe I should have cleared out a different one. Regardless, this forest was butt up against our village, and honestly, it had to go. It just isn't as beneficial right away, I suppose, as clearing that one would have been. But that's okay. So what I'm going to do is head back to the, oh geez, what is that thing called? The pyramid. And I'm going to start setting up tons of chests. Oh, also, our cow farm is significantly smaller than it was a couple of minutes ago because I went on a little bit of a rampage and we're actually out of wheat. So I think we're going to have to come up with this. I see you. We're going to have to come up with a solution for the cow farm for breeding them, but we'll worry about that another time. We did get a charged creeper. I don't know if I told you about this guy. Let me see if I can creep up on his name. Ooh, can I see you? No. His name is Creepa. Creepa with an A-H, because that's how all the cool kids spell it. I said I was going to the pyramid. Why am I going to the Skylands? Dang it. And just so you have an idea of what we ended up with, it is quite a bit, actually. So, nearly 2 double chests full of dark oak, and birchwood, which is wonderful because if you think about it, it takes 2 logs to make 1 double chest, or excuse me, to make 1 single chest. Do I have a crafting table somewhere around here? I know I do. I knew I do. Okay, here we go. So 1 log makes 4, second log makes 8, makes 1 single chest. So if you think about it, basically, in a stack of 64, that means that you will get 32 chests out of 1 single stack. But then of course we always do our chests in double chests, which means that it takes 2 stacks to make 32 double chests. And so that's one of the reasons that we needed so many. And then of course we're going to need hundreds upon hundreds of sticks in order to make all the item frames. So I'm going to start throwing all of the chests in because you guys don't care about seeing that, and I will show you what we start coming up with in a bit. Look at me, I'm in the bottom of the pyramid. Now look again, there's a bunch of chests behind me. This is my storage system. Look in the floor, there's torches underneath half slabs so no mobs can spawn. Now back to me, we have item frames. We're gonna organize all of these chests, eventually. Look, what's that up there? Now back to me, it's an automatic chicken farm. What's in this chest? It's sugarcane. Now look at me, it's our sugarcane farm. I moved it to the pyramid. Me, I'm riding a llama.